to the Resale Show. I'm your host, Joy Harris, and I'm here with Coach Pete. Thanks so much for coming.
Pleasure being here.
So, Coach Pete, if you tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. My name's Pete. I'm the owner of the company Fixer Upper Coach. We are renovation consultants. We help homeowners, realtors, real estate investors better understand and manage the process for home renovations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for the real estate investors, what are some must-have features that homes need in order to sell fast? Because they're in to kind of get in and get out. So what are those features that you're like, put these in and help you down the road?
Absolutely. Great question. One of the first things I can recommend to any investor, above all, is this is a business decision.
Okay.
Do not do more than you need to do.
That's a good one.
At the end of the day, the customer and the market is what that is what dictates what you should be doing in your home.
Okay.
Not what you saw online or your Pinterest page.
Okay.
But really, what's going to give you a return.
Okay.
So the first thing that I always recommend is work with what you have. If you can avoid reconfigurations and moving walls around, opening walls, all of those things cause problems.
Right.
If you open something up and see it, you gotta fix it.
Okay.
So the first piece of advice is less is more.
Okay.
Work with what you have, stay within the existing footprint, don't plan on the addition, finishing the attic. If you can avoid those things, do.
Okay.
The easiest answer is the kitchens and bathrooms are where you want to focus your attention.
Right.
When you get return on investment, it's oftentimes not going to come in because you changed the hinges. It's not going to come in because you went to a higher level hardwood floor.
Okay.
Your return on investment is going to come with fixtures, cabinet finishes, those kind of things that really just pop. So when you're going to spend those extra dollars, my recommendation is pick a couple things that are going to be like the focal point.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the best cabinets and the best countertop and the best sink and the best faucet. It can be a really nice kitchen faucet on a standard granite counter with a standard cabinet. Just have that thing that draws attention. So that's really you want to focus your return on those pops.
Okay.
Let's see. I tile. So my suggestion is where possible to incorporate tile. And there's a lot of alternatives with flooring. Luxury vinyl plank, hardwood floor, all those things can play well. For flooring, consider all the options. When I say tile, tub surrounds and showers.
Okay.
Those have an enormous draw, especially when they're tied to like a glass wall or a glass door to a shower. That element is almost necessary for renovations that are high-end.
Okay.
And if you want to take a mid-level renovation and make it feel high-end, a tiled shower with a glass door, you're probably talking about $1,000 extra cost.
Oh, okay.
And it would go a long way.
Right. So you talked about making your home kind of conducive for what the market is telling you they want and need, not necessarily what you see on TV. So how do you figure out, because different homes are in different areas, how do you figure out what your home needs as far as what the market demand is as opposed to what someone else's might need across town?
Absolutely, that's fantastic. So the first answer to that is hire a professional.
Okay.
In the same way that I'm a renovation consultant, realtors are consultants for those decisions.
Okay.
So you need to know your market. Literally putting your eyeballs not on a CMA listing of 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet.
Okay.
That's not necessarily a comp to what you're doing. You need to look at the pictures, look at the style of finish, the level of finish.
Okay.
You want to see what activity has happened in the market, how much product is on the market, how quickly did it move, what moved the quickest.
Okay.
If you're looking at a kitchen where the cabinets have been painted with a new granite countertop, then don't go in and replace the cabinets. Paint your cabinets, put in a new match what's going on in the market. You don't necessarily have to take it a step above.
Okay.
Your realtor should be able to give you the direction on hey, this one is a direct comp for your property and what you're trying to do. So you really should establish that. And it is, if you go into Church Hill, Northside, or even Henrico, Chesterfield, each market's really specific.
Right.
You may be going into a neighborhood that's under $200,000 homes where vinyl floor and Formica countertops are standard. You can do really good finishes with those and just do a pop-in kitchen faucet or appliances and spend your money there, your realtor should be able to give you those directions.
So doing your homework is kind of just as important as actually being excited and getting the work done. You need to do that work up front.
The entire philosophy of Fixer Upper Coach is to do your homework.
Okay.
I believe that renovation projects and specifically flips will go dramatically better when you spend your time not doing the analysis paralysis, where you just spend all this time figuring every dollar and cent, but understanding what you're trying to do, how you're trying to do it, who's going to do it, putting all those parts and pieces together. The majority of what we do is literally homework, getting everything lined up to get started.
So I know you typically have some first timers that come to you. What are some of the misconceptions that you see that people have and you have to quickly kind of reset how they're thinking?
Absolutely. So about 70% of our clientele are real estate investors.
Okay.
The biggest misconception is one, that this is going to be easy.
Right.
There are not 5 easy steps.
Right.
There are 5 easy steps to start the first step.
Right.
It is an arduous process. It is a time-consuming process. Folks believe that if you put together your dream team, I think that's a very thrown around term.
Right.
If I have my dream team, it'll go smoothly.
Right.
The fact is, when you're a real estate investor, your job is to put together that dream team, but then it's to manage that dream team. You will be involved, especially early on, with every aspect of the process. Folks think that, as seen on TV, that you can hire the contractor, check in on the job once a day, and everything will be hunky-dory.
Right.
It's not. I don't want to say it's babysitting, but I'm going to say it's babysitting.
Right.
You really have to be present, especially when you're new, because there's so much to learn.
Right.
You want to absorb that, but when a project goes wrong, it goes wrong today. And if you didn't figure that out till 2 days later, you've got 3 days of projects that have already gone awry. So it's something that you need to be involved with consistently, early on, and throughout the entire process.
Okay.
So the mentality of a turnkey operation, where I put together my dream team, I'm the one that finds the deals, and then everybody else does the hands-on work, it's not true.
So you spoke a little bit about the dream team and kind of that phrase being tossed around, or that misconception being tossed around. But what are the parts of the team that you think are needed to make it successful and make that flip actually happen?
Absolutely. So I believe, first of all, is if you do not have an in-depth understanding of the real estate market, you, number one, above all, have to have a qualified realtor. And I use the word qualified because not every realtor understands what flippers and real estate investors are doing. Number two, they don't necessarily want to work with real estate investors because investors are hard work.
Right.
Very demanding, looking at properties that may never come to fruition. So finding a realtor that wants to work with you is critical, and then understands what you're doing is the next step, and understands the market in which you're doing. All of those things have to come to fruition in order for that to be a qualified person, realtor. The contractor, honestly, is probably one of the last parts that you need to put in place. People think that you need to have your contractor, your electrician, your HVAC, have all these parts and pieces.
Right.
I've been doing construction now for almost 20 years. We have a bench of hundreds of contractors. Not because I know 100 good people that I would refer, but because today I know 5.
Right.
Tomorrow, it's probably going to be a different 5. And then 2 months from now, 5 of those people may not be in business. The other 2 might have gone and started working for somebody else, and somebody else screwed up the last job. The fact is that you have to have a depth of bench. And that really only happens with time. So you want to get connected with some good people. And if you get connected with a good general contractor, per se, he's going to have an HVAC person, an electrician. So that would be a really critical component. But understanding that in all likelihood, the person you start with on your first job may not be the person you finish the first job with, much less go to the second job with. So that's a big part. Attorney, a title company, well, it depends on what level of investment you're at, but somebody that understands how to bird dog and find properties, qualified properties, all those would be really important parts of the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that something, I know in your work, do you do that front end where you help find properties as well?
I don't.
Okay.
I thought I would because we're in the market consistently.
Right.
One of the things that we focus on with Fixer Upper Coach is being an expert in this one particular area.
Yes, that's good.
If you go into any real estate guru seminar or anything, they've got 5 easy steps to do this, 5 easy steps to renovate.
Right.
The fact is this part, the construction, the renovation part, you're going to make money when you buy the house.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to lose money when you renovate.
Yes.
You're literally spending your profit renovating that house. If you did not plan properly, understand what you were getting into, know who to hire, make sure the person you hired is doing the right job, making sure the product that you're putting together is one that's going to be marketable at the end. If all those parts of that construction process were not planned start to finish before you start, you're going to find yourself losing money.
Okay.
So we focus specifically on construction.
Right.
So yes, I'm a licensed real estate broker also. I don't sell real estate. I've owned, flipped and sold or rented 40 some odd properties, but I don't do investment. Our focus right now is 100% on managing and helping people be better equipped to manage their own projects.
Right. So I guess it's just my last question. What do you see flippers do that's out the gate, everything's going to go awry and everything's going to go wrong? Those flippers that say, well, I can do this myself.
Sure.
I watched enough HGTV shows.
Absolutely.
I can figure it out.
Yeah.
But what are those kind of red flags that out the gate? If you go down this road, it's going to be down here from here.
So the best way that I can answer this is in every other industry, industrial, manufacturing, commercial, multifamily, any of those industries in real estate, when they start a project, what they do is they come up with the idea, they quantify the idea, they come up with plans, they put together a scope, and then they do a request for bid. Or an RFP, request for proposal. So they put out a package of information saying, I want you to tell me how much this project is going to cost this way. When I meet new investors who have found the project and they have the contractor and we think we can do it for $60,000, we're already off base. My opinion is you find the project based on the renovation product that you're going to put on the market. So you start with the product.
Okay.
You find a project that fits into that product model, and then you put together a scope of work and a budget based on that.
So going in reverse.
You're going in reverse.
Okay.
You're going in the same process that MCV, VCU would.
Right.
They're saying this is the work that we want to do, and this is the price we're willing to pay.
Okay.
And you find a contractor to fit that mold.
Okay.
And that contractor is going to be based on turnaround time, your budget, your level of finish. You might not hire Jimmy to do a $600,000 renovation home, but Jimmy might be great for a $60,000 renovation. So you're matching the contractor and even requesting proposals from the contractors that best fit that project.
Okay.
And when you go in, and that's one of the things that we help do, is establish a scope of work, and we quantify, we sign a budget or value to that level of renovation, so that when you go in, you know what you're getting into. So if these bids are coming in $150,000 renovation, and these bids are coming in $180,000, $190,000, you know you can get it cheaper because we've established that based on market conditions and what renovators, investors, homeowners are getting right now, you should be able to get it at this price. So you will know more assuredly if you're paying too much or getting a good deal, or if you have a $150,000 renovation and someone comes in at $100,000, they probably aren't giving you an accurate bid.
Right. No, that's a great tip, to go in reverse, and I think that's something that you don't hear very often, because this particular industry, you think I can just jump in and get it done, but it's a business like any other business. So, Coach Pete, tell everyone where they can find you.
Absolutely. You can find us online at fixeruppercoach.com. Best way to locate us. Our website has information about all the services that we offer, with due diligence analyses for new properties, helping people navigate the processes that they're getting into, and help them get out of the situations that they found themselves in if they find themselves in over their head.
Okay, well, thanks, Coach Pete, and
Absolutely.
thank you guys for watching. Tune in to the Resale Show every Monday at noon.